Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, from everyone here at 2K Sports. Nothing like the NBA for Turkey Day. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA. No one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Talking basketball is what and honestly, we were born to do, so let's do it.
And look at the guys by our side, man. We all love this game. Let's go right into it. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Sacramento. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place. And, of course, there's the Grizzlies, a game and a half out.
And when I look at Memphis, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some hope. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
Now Sacramento starting 5. We've got DeAndre Ayton. Hands out there with Harden. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 2. And for the Grizzlies, Saddiq Bey is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Halliburton in at the 1. And that one's good, Barnes.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that.
Harden can't hit. Barnes looking around. Pass to Vassell. Off target from three-point range. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
All the way up. The beard. Well, those were 2 loud points.
Halliburton passes to Bey. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Goes back up. And there's the nice layup by Hartenstein.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Maxey finds Nance. A 3 from Bogdanovich. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap's numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement. And that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. A pass to Bey. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, a fantastic combo guard. Halliburton understands really how to score as well as distribute the rock.
Here's Harden. Drives to the hoop. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Kings shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
No good on the second free throw.
Nearly impossible trying to guard Harden. He has it all. One of the best penetrators in our game.
And it's in there.
Good play.
Down low. Here's Barnes. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Kings trail by 4. Oh, 8 in position.
Just a smooth player who reads the floor incredibly well. Harden is always looking to get his teammates involved.
Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Vassell kicks to Halliburton. Pass to Bey. From past the arc. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. The Kings have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Taylor Jenkins.
Now he highlighted the problems that come along with facing a center like DeAndre Ayton. Coach said DeAndre impacts the game on both ends of the floor. He can score inside, shoot the mid-range jumper, and defensively he can protect the rim and switch out on the perimeter. Certainly a talented young center. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Well, we can all agree nothing better than the atmosphere of an NBA game. So, Shams, I know it's hard to pick one, but is there a best crowd, a best atmosphere in the NBA that you've come across that you really appreciate?
The Warriors fans, I feel, even at their peak, they bring a different level of aura, of enthusiasm. Kevin, you've been to more arenas than I have in more celebrated times as well at different points. What's your favorite, what's your best NBA arena?
When that New York crowd is popping, that arena is second to none, man. It is sizzling. Like you, I love knowledgeable fans, right? They know the calls, they know the officials, they know the strategies, they know what a player can and cannot do. That, to me, is the best part about going in some of these arenas and feeling that the players, have made it to a point where the fans know exactly what they can and cannot do. Knowledgeable fans.
I'll take your word for it, but that just means I have to get out to a Knicks game.
Showing the range. How about Bay taking and making his fair share of those triples?
Maxey, no good.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here is Halliburton. 6 points for him. Vassell, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's Harden with the drive, and Barnes sends it back.
Oh, tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingspan coming in handy. If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. For a look at how the competition stacks up right now. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Take a look at the Warriors. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for Sacramento, they have just done a magnificent job of building chemistry. Higher on this list than many people expected. One of the great stories thus far.
Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
Here's Halliburton. James Harden picking up that last basket. Pass to Vassell. Memphis moving that ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Barnes can't get it to go. And it's Maxey with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 1. That gives them the lead. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
Now here's Bay. 5 points in the game. And that one's good, Barnes.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Scotty Barnes. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the Kings making a change here. Williams has checked in. Memphis on defense. Here's Harden. It's tipped. Now Vassell did an outstanding game against Atlanta. Bay finds Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Back to Bay. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Offensive rebound. Barnes outside. Halliburton for 3. Memphis the rebound. Chalk up 2 there.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Hey, Shams, it seems like with these younger teams coming, we may be witnessing a transfer of power in the NBA. What do you think?
It's really due to the parity that we're seeing in the league, and we haven't seen this much parity in a really long time. It's wide open for teams in both conferences, in the East and West, to claim that top perch. We have to give the league a lot of credit. There's tons of parity.
Which I think is leading to expansion talk, correct? We've got so much talent right now, we can kind of let it ooze out a little bit to some other areas.
Certainly expansion, a couple more teams in the league, but the league really loves where they're at now. And any given year, anyone can win.
Barnes can't get it to go.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Maxey, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Barnes passes to Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Bol comes in for Barnes. Thompson, he's checked in for Sadiq Bey. And it's Case and Wallace in for Halliburton. Here's Wallace. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Maxey. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
The Kings making a switch here. Hughes is checked in, and the Grizzlies leading by 5. Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now in the writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Last outing for Sacramento, they won that game against Portland. Maxey passes to Coffey. Maxey against Thompson. Maxey, no good.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Vassell outside. Maxey against Thompson. 5 to shoot. Here's Wallace. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
There's a screen. Maxey. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And Ball sends it back. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Halliburton's checked in for the Grizzlies. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Hughes with the screen on Halliburton. Maxey passes to Hughes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Kings have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Larry Nance is checked in for Sacramento. James Harden comes in for Maxey. He hits both from the stripe. Williams. Pass to Halliburton. Into the lane. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Nance.
And there's a toughness to Halliburton's game. Tyrese has 0 issues taking the bump.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Amir Crawford. Halliburton hits them both.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Here's Harden. Good D by Thompson. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. 13-point lead. Over Hughes. The shot by Thompson, no good. Left side, Nance. And so it's Scotty Barnes making things happen for the Memphis Grizzlies. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Thanks for joining us in this Thanksgiving presentation of the NBA. And guys, the Grizzlies enjoying a nice lead here.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
On the floor for Sacramento, we've got Isaac. Harden out there with Norman Powell. And it's Nance. And it's Council in at the power forward. All right, Shams, I know you can't reveal all your secrets, but how do you develop relationships with your sources, the players, the agents, the GMs, the scouts all over the NBA?
It comes year after year. This has been something I've been doing for the better course of the last 15 years. So for me, it's about relationships, it's about daily communication, and making sure that I keep the trust, I keep the faith, and I keep a level of respect with everyone that I come across. Relationships are the name of the game, especially in the NBA.
Well, that's what I've heard about you. They trust you. So if they're going to confide, they know they can trust you. I would think that would be maybe the core of how you operate.
Trust and faith, and that develops early, not taking shortcuts. I'm very much for the long game.
It's Harden with the drive, and Harden with the stuff.
And this is Harden's specialty, one of the best in the league at drawing contact, and yet still able to convert.
The Kings have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
The line for 1.
Free throw good, James Harden. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Bucket is good. Wallace has got 4 this quarter.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
There's the pick. Here's Powell. Rebound by Wallace.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Halliburton. And the Grizzlies take on 2 more.
This strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Ayton, he's checked in for Nance. Maxey comes in for Norman Powell, and it's Payne in for James Harden. Memphis leading by 12. And Shams, we know you are so connected and on top of so many great stories and players and friends in the NBA. I have to ask, what is your, like I'm talking to my teenage daughter, what is your screen time like? You've got to be in front of that computer and clearly in front of your phone every minute, or at least most every minute of every hour of every day.
It's not as high as it needs to be, Kevin, I'll tell you that much. And thankfully, it's not always like that, but certainly at the biggest times of the year, free agency, draft, trade deadline, it is certainly up there, almost in the 19 to 20 range. Kevin, what's your screen time? I feel like you might have a high screen time. You want to be plugged in. I know it.
I take 2 months off in the summer, but for those 10 months, it's 7 days a week, a lot like you. But I know how much happens in the offseason. That's my interest in sitting next to you here courtside tonight, is that you're watching this game, but your mind is always thinking about this and that, and it never ends. Like, you must not get much sleep. You cannot get much sleep, right? My goodness.
We do get sleep, but your offseason is my season, Kevin, and I want to make sure as we get this season going, I'm able to inform you.
And you always do. You always do. Hartenstein's checked in for Memphis. Bay comes in for Bol. Bay wide open, and he fires. And again, Memphis no good. The Kings trail by 11. Payne's shot is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Thompson kicks to Halliburton. Pass to Bay. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Maxey, and slam dunk by Maxey.
And don't sleep on Maxey's vertical. He's great at using it to hammer those down.
And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Halliburton for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Maxey, yes, that goes in. And that's 13 points for Tyrese Maxey. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Wallace. From down in the low post, it goes. Wallace has got 6 points in the quarter. Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason. But I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Outstanding. Here's Halliburton. Following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Halliburton, no good.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Ayton sets the pick for Maxey. Had a hand on it. Halliburton outside. Pass to Bay. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got 5 assists in the game. And here's Payne, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year. Kept alive. Thompson passes to Bay. Wallace with the ball. Thompson, a screen on Maxey. Here's Wallace. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Wallace has got 13 points.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Got that one up quick. And now a 12-point Memphis lead.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Timeout called by the Kings. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Vassell comes in for Thompson. And the Kings making a change here. Sacramento moving it around. Here's Maxey. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Wallace, the pass to Halliburton. Now here's Barnes. Connects from three-point range. 13 points in the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Powell, no one around him. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
A solid facilitator. I like whenever Maxey looks to get his guys involved.
Hartenstein with the screen for Halliburton. No good from outside.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Now, here's Vassell. Nothing on the board. Clock at 6. And it's Halliburton missing.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Maxey. Here's Isaac. From outside, off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. On the wing, Wallace. To the paint. Barnes can't get it to go.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Isaac finds Maxey. Misses the three. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort. Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on them now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
And it's the Kings with the ball, following the score by Memphis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Halliburton. First in assists, and of course, he's in the top 5 in free throw percentage. It can go overlooked, but sure makes a difference.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here, leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Bays checked in for Memphis. Sacramento also making some changes. Amir Coffey comes in for Bogdanovich, and James Harden subbed in for Maxey.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Now, here's Vassell. He has yet to score, and he jams it with authority.
What a throwdown by Vassell. This is why he looks to get to the basket.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
His passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
And nice to see the strong inside game they're playing this quarter.
Sacramento making a switch here. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And Barnes, an all-around threat. A good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively. Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now, here's Vassell. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Harden against Wallace. The kick out to Williams. Powell for 3. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Ayton, he's checked in for Sacramento. Maxey comes in for Powell. Now, here's Maxey. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Harden's shot is good.
Well, this could be one of those nights where there's just nothing you can do to slow him down.
Here's Vassell. It's a 16-point game. Looking for Wallace. He gets it there. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there. Maxey almost automatic at the strike. And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws. And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second half.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And the first half is now in the books. Grizzlies lead by 14. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan now courtside. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Fairly easy stretch for them. Could even have some blowouts, allowing them to rest their stars a little bit.
That would be their best case scenario, but then again, best laid plans. And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Kings.
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Shaq, I'd get a layup on you every time. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pick and roll game was just phenomenal.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
We've got Barnes, Evan Vassell out there with Halliburton. Then it's Sadiq Bey, and it's Hartenstein in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Halliburton for 3. Rebounded by Isaac. The Kings trail by 12. And that one's good. Maxey's got 26 points.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Fires from deep. Bey, no good.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And Maxey with the basket on the assist by Isaac. Isaac's got 3 assists in the game. Halliburton kicks to Barnes. Now here's Bey. He's got 8. Pass to Barnes. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Kings. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. In the corner, Powell with it. Offline with his three.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Here's Hartenstein. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Drills the three-pointer. 19 points in the game.
Saw the defender closing, and Halliburton got it away in a hurry.
Pass to Ayton. Powell down low. Covered by Vassell. Here's Maxey. Rejected by Halliburton. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Halliburton. 3 on the clock. Here's Maxey. Walked again. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. For the past 10 games, these teams have been fantastic on rebounding. Number 1, the Kings.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys the ball. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Suns can't get it to go. The Kings trail by 14. Harden can't hit. Vassell against Martin. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Scotty Barnes. Averaging about 23 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
Oh, he is so good from deep. Bogdan is even better shooting out of the corner.
Halliburton for 3, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Harden. Here he goes. And the jam by Harden.
And on the drive, Harden just so tricky to guard. No one wants to risk handing him a foul.
Halliburton finds Hartenstein. The kick out to Barnes. Sinks the three-pointer. Barnes has got 26.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Ayton inside. He's against Hartenstein. Bogdanovich dishes to Ayton. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Well, nice release from the pick and roll there from Ayton, and he gets rewarded for it.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And that one's good, Barnes. Barnes has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And a guy who has quickly adapted to playing NBA offense, Barnes, he can be a producer.
Harden the pass to Nance. That 3 off the mark.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Martin from outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Vassell kicks to Halliburton. Takes it off the glass. Halliburton's got 21 in the game.
An effortless finish from Halliburton. The defense has to be more aware down low.
Harden finds Bogdanovich. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Here's Hartenstein. He's got 7. They get it again. The kick out to Barnes. Off target from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Harden, and he banks in the layup. Harden's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Kings.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive, but he can't do it all by himself.
Vassell wide open. His 3-pointers off the mark. And it's Harden with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Outside for Martin. And stolen by Vassell. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Saddiq Bey.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Timeout called by the Kings. Grizzlies making a change here. Thompson's checked in. That's good from Barnes. Bayes checked in for Asar Thompson. Barnes hits them both. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Here's Bey. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Isaac's got 4 rebounds in this game. Maxey in the corner. Pass to Council. Powell kicks to Maxey. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Devin Vassell. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, showing that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Pass to Hartenstein. And here's Halliburton. Back to Hartenstein. Here's Vassell. Offensive rebound.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for Tyrese Maxey. Tops in scoring. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Cason Wallace, he's checked in for Memphis. Well, Stan, as a former coach, I imagine it has to be hard for you to watch basketball as a fan.
Well, it is. It's very hard, almost impossible. I'm almost always watching from a coach's standpoint, an X and O standpoint. But I will say, even when I was standing on the sidelines, NBA players are so good that you have fan moments even while you're coaching.
It seems like every game we see something we've never seen before, right?
I can remember turning around to my assistants and saying, "Can you believe that?"
Thompson passes to Wallace. Vassell outside. Wallace with a screen on Powell. Just 5 on the clock. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Vassell. Wallace has got 19 points.
Well, more and more, Vassell keeps others involved. He's becoming a great passer.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Williams comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And Bol Bol's come in for Bay. Maxey against Wallace. There's the steal. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered closely, and it's Council missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Nailed from three-point land. Vassell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his second since the break.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Here's Vassell. Good on the bucket. Vassell's got 10 points in the game.
He was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Maxey. Vassell against Powell. Thompson outside, fires it up. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
He has the potential to be an elite NBA defender for a long time. Thompson can guard anybody.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA? Especially when the slam is coming from the point guard.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Driving inside. Master Williams. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. And now a 7-point Memphis lead.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
That shot missing. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Bol. Newton pulls it in. The Kings trail by 7. Maxey in the corner. The tray. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Thompson from long range. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third. Quarter, it's been a good one. Memphis out in front, up by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Memphis leading by 5. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. You've got Payne, and it's Newton in its center. Williams kicks to Halliburton. Shoots over Payne. Halliburton, no good.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Coffee passes to Payne. 6 to shoot. A three-pointer, no good. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And stolen by Payne. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They got to keep looking for fast break scores to even this game up.
A bona fide playmaker. Halliburton makes his teammates better.
Payne passes to Hughes. And Ball sends it back. Coffey, good on the three-point shot. Coffey's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Memphis leading. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Wallace the pass to Williams. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Payne with it, picked up by Thompson. And it's Council missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Thompson outside. Out to Wallace. There's the 3. Can't get it in. He's only missed 2 of his 11 attempts. Here's Council. Wallace covering. Pass to Newton. Payne can't hit. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Thompson misses.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Coffey passes to Payne. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Pass to Newton. Hughes with it. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And Memphis making a change here. Hayes checked in. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Wallace with a screen for Halliburton. And the 3-ball is good. Halliburton's got 11 in the second half.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his 3rd triple since halftime.
And the Grizzlies leading by 8. And it's Thompson with the jam.
I think the rim could be 12 feet off the ground, and Thompson could still go get the lob.
Timeout, Kings. It's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in with what the Kings head coach said to his team. Now, he asked for one thing, intensity. He said, I need you to crank it up to 11 out there. That's how we turn it around. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Wallace with a screen on Maxey. Halliburton for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Isaac's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the jam by Harden.
And one of the top scorers in the game. Harden has an innate gift for creating his shot.
Halliburton with it. And the rejection by Ayton. Harden against Wallace. Outside, Maxey from downtown. Bay pulls it in. Memphis leading by 6. Pass to Halliburton. Thompson outside. Halliburton against Maxey. It's hauled in by the Kings. Ayton's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And the Stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, puts so much pressure on the defense.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Isaac. Here's Maxey. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. And now just a 2-point Grizzly lead And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Wallace with a screen on Maxey. Here's Halliburton. And good that time. Halliburton's got 13 points in the second half.
And Halliburton not afraid to work for it on offense, taking the contact and still getting the finish. Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Some changes for Memphis. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. And it's Vassell in for Case and Wallace. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Barnes, he's checked in for Thompson. Maxey against Halliburton. Pass to Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Grizzlies?
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Inside and stolen by Bay. Outside for Halliburton. Vassell left side. And Memphis turns it over again.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Here's Maxey. A miss that time would have put him up.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Timeout, Sacramento. And for the Grizzlies, 2024 stand was marked by an unprecedented amount of injuries.
Well, Kevin, they used 51 different starting lineups. That's the most in NBA history, and they were also forced to use 12 injury hardship exceptions. That is just incredibly bad luck.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Barnes finds Bay. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. That's 10 points for Saddiq Bey.
And I love how assertive Bay is offensively. Solid at catching the defender there off guard.
Harden, that's good.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there might be more in store.
Memphis trailing here. Now Vassell takes a three, hands it from downtown. Vassell's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
Offensive rebound. And that one's good, Ayton.
Well, Ayton has always been a solid offensive rebounder, and he's got the numbers to back it up.
Halliburton passes to Hartenstein. Back to Halliburton. Over Maxey. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 13 with that last one. They grab their own miss. And Bogdanovich kicks to Maxey. Ayton sets the pick for Maxey. Up and in on the layup. Maxey's got 45 points.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Here's Halliburton. Vassell outside. Back to Halliburton. Memphis moving it around. Here's Barnes, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Barnes has got 32 points.
And no fear in Barnes late in the game. This guy is not afraid of the moment.
Bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got the lead up to 5 now for the Kings.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Here's Halliburton. And the rejection by Harden. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. He's defended by Bay. Harden against Barnes. The baseline J off the mark. Memphis has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Pass to Halliburton. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Maxey finds Harden. Ayton a screen on Halliburton. Snatched up. Ayton the pass to Bogdanovich. Isaac with a screen for Harden. He takes it in, uses the glass to finish the layup. Harden's got 48.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
And another miss by Memphis.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they...
And here's Maxey, 6 on the shot clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. Maxey's got 47 points.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Harden kicks to Maxey. Puts up a deep 3. No good. So the Kings win it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much. Here with James Harden. James.
It was huge, man. We did an amazing job. We're continuing to get better offensively and defensively. Guys are stepping up, so we got a long way to go, but we're in the right direction.
It is not where you start, but where you finish. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, James Harden.